There seems to be a beef between William Bonner and Nathan De Asher. Nathan De Asher said that William Bonner is way past his prime and is blocky, and meaning he doesn't look aesthetic. He shouldn't be beating him, and he should have been the one that won the show, and Tonio should have been second. Yeah, for Tonio, I believe Tonio was the guy that should have won the show. But for Dinasher, I don't believe Dinasher should have won the show because I just feel like he has more holes in his physique compared to the people he competed against. But don't get me wrong, Dinasher is one of the best bodybuilder in the world. I respect him, and he has won multiple shows as well. But I think sometimes he doesn't handle defeat with grace. I think, anytime he loses, he always goes off. I understand we all work hard for it, but at the same time, as you take your winnings, you also have to learn to take your losses. It's part of the game. Please subscribe, share, and listen.
Do you feel like you should have won the show?
Yeah, bro. Not just me. People in the industry, your eyes on there. I'll name them. Patrick Shaw, Amadasco, the Italian guy who has his athletes up there. Abdullah from Dungeon Gym. Many, bro. Many people up there should have thought it should have been me and Tonio for 1 and 2. Then you put William next to Beirut, who's big, blocky, was not in shape, bro. Yeah, William, he'll probably moan, but he wasn't in shape personally. Someone just comes to say it, man up and just say it. Every time I get judged, I get fourth. Every time, bro. Go back to every Prague show, I get fourth. Fourth.
When you
Why?
get judged, is it by
Look, by
particular
Steve.
judges?
By Steve. And I'll
Okay.
say it now, bro, because end of the day, I got nothing to lose. You keep fucking me over anyway. Oh, I was on my ass. I couldn't barely walk to the toilet. I was pissing in bottles. I was physically fucked. I was fainting sometimes in the gym. I was on my ass. So I knew I worked for this, bro. End of the day, the 2025 champ, Dubai champs on your show, and that's how it should have ended. I don't care for the money, but I care for the title, and that's how I believe it should have ended. Me and Tonio 1 and 2.
All right, guys, welcome back to another episode of Muscle Discord. And we are back, episode number 7 for the Real Deal podcast with the Real Deal, Chris Cormier. Man, Nathan Diacha, welcome to the show.
Thank you, brother. Thanks for having me on.
Yeah,
Well,
bro.
thanks for coming on, man. Shit.
I know you got shit to do. It's good to see you this
Yeah.
past weekend.
I'm good, man. I'm
Yeah.
good.
Yeah.
Just landed, so a little bit tired.
Yeah. 8-hour flight from Dubai back to the UK. And thanks for coming on the Real Deal podcast. And we got some questions. I know you got things to say, and this is a show to do it unfiltered, uncensored, and we'll just jump right into it. You did the Dubai Pro.
Yeah.
There was a lot of hype going into this show for you. You were posting a lot of progress photos, training. You're giving all access to your journey to the show, and you were very confident going into the show. You get there, and you end up 4th place.
Yeah.
So we're going to get your initial reaction on your placement and what you think happened.
For me, bro, nothing happened, right? I came in perfect. Perfect wasn't the word. What come in, I knew myself personally, I was going for third. I knew that anyway. But I knew I should have and would have deserved to win it. So everyone around me, everyone who knows me, knows I was expecting third, just for the simple fact of what happened last year, who was on the judging panel and whatnot. So, I made sure I put out a uncensored, unfiltered, real look at what I was like going into the show.
So, well, I saw the interview, of course, from Nathan. Cry baby like always. I think maybe I don't know if you heard me or not. You understand? Maybe the reason why he came on there, talking that blah blah, and then William did that, but he didn't say shit. He didn't say shit back there backstage. When I was in presence, he didn't do shit. And stop crying like a baby. You are a grown man. Every time you lose, you will hear the same thing from this guy. Instead of going and working harder, he start crying every time he lose. It's like he Beirut, blah blah blah. Man, you can never be Beirut, bro. Maybe your chance was maybe last year with the flex, bro. You missed that chance. And you're talking about my blocky physique. This blocky physique won 2 times Arnold Classic titles. One in Australia, a runner-up at Mr. Olympia. That's what this blocky physique won. Yes, I won 12 pro shows. Did more shows than him. I don't even think you deserve your place, and I even think Fowler should have even beat you.
Yeah, like you and Nathan are you're friends though, right? Like
Yo, I don't call him a friend, man. Like, listen, this guy did me so dirty, even like in Portugal. Like, I don't want to put his dirty stuff outside, but I want to let you know what kind of person this idiot is. About Nathan, when I saw that, I was like, man, this guy's a clown to me, so I just couldn't let this go. You understand? Especially when you mention my name, I got to defend myself, and that's what I'm doing here. You understand? Stop acting like a baby.
All right, guys, welcome back to another episode of Muscle Discord. We are back, episode number 8 on the Real Deal podcast with Chris Cormier, and we got a special guest, William the Conqueror Bonac Man. Welcome to the show.
Thank you, man.
Thanks for coming on, man. Thanks for coming on.
Thank you, guys. Thank you for having me.
Yeah, we appreciate you, brother. I know you just got off the Dubai Pro stage. You're in Korea, Seoul?
Yes. South Korea.
South Korea, man. Is that your first time there, or have you been there before?
It's my first time. My first time in Asia.
Oh, yeah?
Yeah.
Yeah, spicy food?
Yeah, but I love it.
That's what's up.
Awesome.
Yeah.
All right.
Awesome. All right.
Yeah.
Well, I know we got it's late over there. It's probably around 11 or so at night over there in Korea.
No
So
problem.
I know William's about to hit the bed, but we'll get into these questions. And yeah. And so we'll just jump right into it first, William. We'll get into it and we'll get some other stuff after this, but we'll go into the hard questions first. You did the Dubai Pro. You got second place to Baruz, and you looked great. But you had your friend on as well, Nathan Diasha, and he had some things to say. And I know you wanted to come on and kind of talk about it. So we'll say,
Yes.
First off, tell me how you felt you did at that show, and then we'll get into some of the other questions about Nathan.
Yes. So, well, I saw the interview, of course, from Nathan, cry baby like always. I was very disappointed, but it's not nothing new to me, and you can have opinion, of course. You can disagree, of course, but there's a certain way, on how to do that. You understand? So you do things, you do it respectfully. And the fun part is when I saw that, I was laughing because I was like, man, I was backstage with you. I was like, not even like maybe like 5 meters away from you. If you speak, I can hear you. If I speak, you can hear me. And I was like, you had a big mouth backstage, blah 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 blah. This was before prejudging.
Can somebody tell me why Nick Ziller is still training his quads? The only thing he needs to be training is what he's doing right now, his hamstrings. He just needs to train his hamstrings and a little more of his shoulders and a little bit more of his back, right? Glutes, calf, quads, he don't need it. He has the biggest leg in IFBB Federation right now. Tell me, why is he training his legs? Can't his coach see that his leg is too big? It's ridiculous. Like to the point when you're saying that a dude needs to stop training his leg, whereby leg is what everybody's hunting for. Everybody wants the biggest leg. But obviously in this guy case, there's exception that his leg is too big. It's too big to the point that it's hard for him to really die down. It's hard for him to see that lines in his quad because he's just so extremely massive. His leg is 10 times, excuse me, I'm just exaggerating. His leg is twice bigger than Big Ramy. So if you think this guy don't need to be training his quad, let me know in the comment section below. For me, I think he needs to stop training his quads. He needs to stop training his calves, back, shoulders, arm. Yeah, those are good. I think the only thing he needs to be doing, if I was his coach, is leg extension. Crazy leg extension, 4 set, 15 to 20 reps. That's it. Just to get that, that lines. That's it. That is all he needs to be doing for quads and hamstrings. That's it. But in his defense, I think this is the best I've ever seen him. I think I've seen him maybe four or five times. So maybe 3 or 4 times. He's the best I've ever seen him. I just think if he just keep refining his condition and his physique, he's going to be a threat in Olympia stage. But that lines has to come, because if you're standing against these guys in Olympia stage, these guys ain't no joke. They ain't no pushover. These are the best of the best. Yeah, he has great back. He has good back. He's just maybe a little bit of a lowest back, but his back can hang with anybody. Anybody. I don't think his back is not his weakness. He got good back, and it's just his leg. He's just in that lines in his leg. Just imagine this guy having that deep lines in his legs. Oh my goodness. And another thing is his midsection is good abs, and he can hit a vacuum as well. That's a plus. Thank you guys. For those of you that have subscribed, please. For those of you that haven't subscribed, please subscribe, share, and comment. That's the only way the algorithm will push the channel to grow, so we can have our own little space here in the internet space, where we can have our chit chat, go back and forth, talk about the sport we love, we hate at the same time. The reason why I use the word we hate and love at the same time. You see, Nathan the Asher loses, he's mad, and it's just like when your favorite bodybuilder win, you're happy. When he lost, you're like, oh shit, he was robbed, or it doesn't make sense. He shouldn't have won the show, stuff like that. So please, subscribe. That's the only thing you can do for me. Subscription is free. Please. With that being said, folks, I'll see you guys in the next one. Have a great day. I'm out.